And gotta fix that again. I'm Amy. This is Living in Chrysalis, or I should say, I'm living in Chrysalis because it is a state of being um, in which I'm essentially cocooned for a bit to take care of some things for myself, particularly health and such. But usually I do makeup here on YouTube. But since I am recovering from foot surgery, I haven't had much occasion to do makeup, so I'm finding other things to do. Trish the Dish, hey girl, nice to see you. Oh, so this is day 7 of the accountability project, which hasn't gone quite as well as I'd hoped, but because it's an accountability project, I'm going to update you on how that's been going. Well, the artwork is still not hung, but I do have all the command strips on it. I do need help to hang those, and the step ladder, which I've not been able to locate. My husband said he found it in our son's room today after I already asked said child and was told that he didn't know where it was. So, strangle, strangle. Oh, I can't. He's stronger than me. So annoying. Um, the I have the curtains hung in the living room, except I want to rehang uh, this curtain in the middle. Like I have on each side, on the corners, I have two long curtains, and then in the middle there's a short wide window, and it has a curtain on it with a tension rod, but all the other curtains now have cafe rods, so I don't really like how that looks. So I want to put up that cafe rod that I just picked up yesterday. But yeah, yesterday, especially, I was in quite a bit of pain. And given Thursday's visit to the doctor, I'm not surprised because he took me off work for an extra 2 weeks. For anybody who doesn't know, I had foot surgery in November 25th. And I was supposed to be out of work for 6 weeks, but it is longer because right before Christmas, I developed a really bad infection called cellulitis in my foot. And oddly enough, it wasn't at the surgical site, it was on the other side of my foot. And I think it's because the air cast that I was using rubbed it wrong. I got a sore from that, and then it just blew up and got this nasty infection that I still have. It's mostly gone, but it's still there. And the doctor did not feel comfortable sending me back to work, and I am cool with that because even though I could really use the money, oh, you know, going to work in this much pain is the kind of thing that would probably get me fired. I'd go off somebody and tell them where to go. Leave me alone. So yeah. So me and this foot are going to be home for another 2 weeks. Oh, so yeah. So I'm gonna need some help getting a few things around to finish those tasks, but I do feel like I made some progress. Got I stored away a bunch of clothes that don't fit me right now. Oh, Trish says her son is diabetic, so if he gets hurt, it takes forever to heal. Yeah, me too. Me too. Not my son, me. But yeah, so as far as the projects, like I said, I didn't get as much done as I'd hoped, but given how much pain I've been in while trying to accomplish them, I feel really good about how much I did actually get done. And the last time I was on, I was rushing out the door, so I forgot to set public goals for myself. But what I can say is I did clean out and reorganize the refrigerator, which was a task. Believe me, that took a while. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I've been doing things. Let's see what else. Oh, I went out with my friend the other night. We we tried going to karaoke at this place neither of us had been to. It's kind of weird because you go in and it's a rather small room. It's just a very small brew pub. And I wound up having to sit on a saddle. El Call Khadija, hello. How are you? So so I'm sit so so they had your regular bar stools and then they had a few that had saddles on them. So I wound up sitting on the saddle one because it was free and I was facing a post, but whatever. And I couldn't drink anyway because the all they serve is beer, and A, I don't like beer, and B, I'm gluten free. And C, diabetic, so I've got to be careful about, even if I do drink, I need to be careful about what it is. Um, but what they did have, they didn't even have, regular like Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, anything like that. They had a few of those, they had a few of those, bottled, expensive sodas that are very sweet. I didn't get that because, again, sugar. But I did try something that I rather like. So, yes, I brought the empty can just to show you guys. Anna, Anna's Rants of Beauty. Hello. Hi, little Miss Nat. Oh, you're waiting for a game to start? Which one? So yeah, this is the Saranac Sparkling Splash Meyer Lemon. It's a juice-infused beverage. Hi, Anna's Rants and Beauty. And this is really good. The flavor is very strong, and we and when you sip it's like first you feel it quenching your thirst, but then with the lemon, you always feel it taking away from that. But this is really good. Ravens versus Titans divisional championship. Okay, I'm not much for sports, but have fun. But yeah, this was really good. So I went to Wegmans. I was hoping they'd have a lime one because lime is just my favorite thing ever, and they didn't have lime, but they did have blood orange. So I've got a 6 pack of those in the fridge, cooling. I'll probably try some either later tonight or tomorrow. And these are non-alcoholic, Khadijah, so it's just sparkling water with a bit of fruit juice in it. But I'm very intrigued by the blood orange variety, so I'm hoping that'll be good too. Oh, and another thing I tried recently was these. It's Sahel snacks. These are it's a maple pecan glazed mix, and it's got walnuts, apples, cherries, and pecans in it. Oh my goodness, these were so good. So good. Gluten free, of course, because I didn't choose the gluten free life, it chose me. But I would actually really love to try these with like some mild brie or a camembert. I think these would be great. Alcalcalesia. Yeah, so these are fantastic. This the Myers lemon was great. I'll have to let y'all know later how the blood orange is because I haven't tried that yet. So let's see. Yeah, so yesterday I was just in a ridiculous amount of pain and I still hurt quite a bit. So I'm probably not going to be on here super long, but I wanted to at least report in with with the end of my week project. So, yeah, it's not complete, but it's better. And I haven't even gotten to working on organizing some things in the bedroom yet. But the big push for me to do everything this week was with the expectation that I'd be going back to work on Monday, and that won't be happening. Anna's Rants and Beauty. You're beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But so I'll be doing some chores here and there over the course of the next couple weeks, but I'm kind of shocked at how much I hurt. Uh, so I suppose I shouldn't be shocked that the doctor took me off work for 2 weeks because boy, ow, ow, owie, ow, owie, owie. Oh, what else was there? Oh, I was gonna rant, right? Okay. So this place we went to, the one where I sat in a saddle facing a post. Oh, what's my injury, Anna? I had foot surgery. It was actually my fourth one on that foot. But this one was to um clear out bone shards and excessive scar tissue from previous surgeries. But when he was in there, the doctor also found a nerve that was going through scar tissue. So he moved that. Yeah, so that's what I'm recovering from. I'm just, yeah. It's craziness. Yeah, it sucks. I ran into someone I've seen at work, um, at the high school I substitute at. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. I hope I have a speedy recovery too. It's going slower than thought. I thought I'd be back to work on Monday, but alas, no. I'll be home for another 2 weeks. But I was limping hard when I saw her. Oh, thank you, Anna. Anna hopes I'm not in too much pain, but yeah, yesterday was pretty bad. And yeah, I'm kind of hurting now. But I'll go elevate it soon. But my rant, yes, my rant. And I originally thought about doing an actual produced video about this, but you know what? I'm just gonna rant. So this place we went to. Okay, small room, I sat on a saddle. Okay, fine, whatever. But, and here's the but. People, there were 2 dogs in there. 2 dogs. Now, not only were there 2 dogs in there that were not service animals, clearly not service animals, but one of them peed on the floor, and somebody had brought a small child with her, and the child slipped on the dog pee. It's so bad. But my rant, because I was talking with someone, and she was saying how most of the local brew pubs allow dogs, and she's like, "Oh, it's so great." I'm like, "No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to dogs and cats and birds and anything, and fur and feathers and anything like that." So I don't know what it is with this more recent trend of bringing your freaking animals with you everywhere. Leave them at home. Both myself and my bestie wound up having to leave early because we were both getting so miserable from the dander from these 2 freaking dogs in here. It's like, how inconsiderate can you be? Why do people think this is a good thing? Some people will, post photos of like their dogs in the shopping cart at Target, and I saw the photo, and yes, very cute dog, but why are you bringing your freaking dog to Target? Obviously, service animals are an exception, and real service animals. Don't get me started on emotional support animals. And yes, I know some people need emotional support animals, but then it's like, okay, where does this end? Because the problem, what you have is a clash of rights. Okay, for instance, someone's right to have a proper service animal trumps my right to not be in an environment with dander. Okay, I get it. I'm not thrilled, but I get it. Okay, fine. I can accept that. I mean, my own sister has a service dog. She needs a service dog. She's got a service dog. Cool. But her service dog is trained. Her service dog is certified. Her service You know, you don't pet service dogs. People don't pet them. They certainly don't pee inside indoors. And just what I saw the other night in this place just set me off. Just set me off. I was so mad because you've got me and my bestie, at least, who were essentially driven out of there because our throats are getting sore, our eyes are itching, and it's just why are more businesses allowing them? And the thing that I really think is incredibly unfair is when businesses have office pets. I have had to turn down two jobs. Oh, Anna, this was at a brew pub that my friend and I went to for karaoke. I have had to turn down two office jobs, at times when I was unemployed and needed the money because they had office pets. Why does an office need a cat? Why does an office need a dog? They freaking don't. Just like one place I used to work, the boss's wife would bring their freaking dog, and I said, the dog's hypoallergenic. No, it wasn't. Because the dog had come in my office and my face would start to blow up. You're full of it. It's like, why? And it just illustrates to me how people can be so incredibly selfish. Or maybe not even selfish, but just clueless, absolutely clueless. Just like sometimes if someone like invites me to their house and, well, do you have any pets? Oh yeah, I've got a cat, but I'm like, well, I can't come then. I'm allergic. Oh, well, I'll just, I'll shut her in the other room. No, that doesn't work. Your cat lives there. Your cat's all over everything. There are danders everywhere. You putting a cat in another room for an hour while I come visit you does exactly zero for me. But people are just so clueless, and it's so upsetting. I've missed out on employment opportunities, and the thing is, for me, especially because I'm allergic to so many pets, my social life has always revolved around going out to places, going out to bars, going out to restaurants, going out to do activities rather than, going over and hanging out at people's houses, going to people's houses for game nights or movie nights or stuff like that. The bulk of my social life has involved having to go to public venues so that I won't get sick. So then now my main way to socialize as a person with allergies is now being invaded by freaking dander carriers. And yeah. Anna says, the hair from dogs that shed drives me insane. I know that someone that always smells like their dog. Yeah. And Trish the Dish has dogs, but she doesn't take them places where they need to go. Trish the Dish, we fake our dogs to pets. Yeah, you take your dogs to pet parks and PetSmart. Yeah. And a restaurant that has a dog-friendly outdoor space to dine. That's fine. I mean, obviously, we're not going to erase dogs from the surface of the earth. I just don't want to be enclosed with them anywhere. Yeah. And that's the thing is most people are fine, but there are just some that they don't. It doesn't even occur to them that them bringing their animal out is, can make other people ill. What is an office pet? Oh, like, for instance, an office pet. Like there was one small business that offered me a job that they had a cat there, and the cat just was there all the time. The cat was inside. The cat lived there. The cat was fed there. It was a cat that lived at the freaking office. And then another place, the owner would bring his dog with him every day. And just for an example too, I had to, as part of my job, one of my jobs, I had to have meetings in a public official's office. And she would bring her dog with her. Is there anything I can do about this? No. But, the dog was generally well behaved and kind of sat still, and okay, fine. One day I brought an intern with me. And then, she's, clueless college kid, leans down, starts petting the dog and ruffling the fur. As she's ruffling the fur, I'm pulling my inhaler out of my purse. The public official gives me this odd look. I'm allergic. It's like, it just never occurred to her before that having her animal in her office could be detrimental to someone. Oh gosh. So, yeah, the fact that now animals are invading more and more public spaces, I am really unhappy about. I think I'm going to write a Yelp review. I've never written a Yelp review, but I might have to do it for this place because I'm just not happy at all. But I did see a really interesting article. I think my sister posted it about some sort of speech pathologist that has press buttons for her dog to speak, essentially. And the dog would, the dog could say like outside, like the dog wants to go outside. And it's really interesting. And I know a lot of dogs feel anxiety when they're left at home and that sort of thing, but where does it end? Where the problem is that, as I think it was Anna was saying earlier, I can't take Benadryl every time I leave the house, and quite frankly, I shouldn't have to. As it was, I spent high school basically stoned on Benadryl the whole time. My mom kept claiming or saying that I just had seasonal allergies. Okay, then why was I on Benadryl year round? When I moved out of my parents' house, my nose shrank. I mean, yeah, I still have a big nose, but believe me, it was bigger. It was one of those things where when I was in high school, I'd look at myself in the mirror and I'd be like, well, I need to save up some money and get a nose job because I'm not happy with this. And then I moved out and my nose shrank. Not quite to the point where I would have gotten it to if I'd had a nose job, but close enough. I'm good. I'm okay. But the crazy thing is my husband is legally blind. And I showed him old high school photos of me, and he can see the difference. Isn't that nuts? So, yeah, just the fact that these animals are invading more and more public spaces is it's concerning, and it's absolutely infuriating. Another thing that really bothers me, and I've been able to do less about there's less to do about it, but people who have allowed their animals on their clothing, oh, isn't it cute? Fluffy likes to sleep on the clean laundry pile. Because what happens then is they've got all that dander all over their clothes and then they come around me. I mean, and so many times I would meet with clients in my office, and okay, we're just, in my office, which was enclosed, and I have to be in fairly close proximity with people as we're discussing their issues, and then my face starts blowing up because people have animal dander all over them. Oh, at one place I worked, when when the old secretary left, her chair was so covered with cat fur that we just threw it out. Yeah, her cat fur covered clothes covered that chair so much it turned office equipment into garbage. People who bring their pets in public places to the detriment of those of us who are allergic. Frida Kay is the one who has an actual service animal who is well trained, well behaved, and is not, is not petted by people out in public, thus ruffling his fur and making my face explode. So yes, that's my rant. You're catching me at the end of my rant, Frida. No, you're not, Frida. I was giving your dog as the example of how it should be done. Properly trained, properly accredited, that doesn't pee inside, pee on the floor in a brew pub and a small child slips in it like I just saw the other night. Yes, my bestie and I were driven out of that brew pub by dander from those two dang dogs in there. And I mean, it was a tiny room. When he was in training, he beat in the First Congregational Church downtown. Yes, but he was training. He was training. We understand that. But we were in a very small brew pub for karaoke night, and in this small venue there were two dogs. Clearly not service animals. Clearly not service animals in training. Just freaking pets. Of course you died inside, Frida. It's okay. Most of us reasonable people understand the difference, and I understand, and we understand that, our allergies do take somewhat of a back seat to the need for service animals, for proper service animals. My complaint is that, and Frida says that more places are going dog friendly, which is dangerous for Hugo. Yeah, it's dangerous for your service animal, and it's dangerous for those of us with allergies. My bestie and I were both miserable for the rest of the night, and kind of some the next day. Frida says the highest reason a service dog gets washed out is being attacked by an untrained dog. Yeah, this dog friendly public places has got to stop. Yeah, excellent point, Frida. It is bad for the proper service animals. Absolutely. And it's bad for people with allergies. It's like we don't count. And it's just so frustrating to be made to feel like someone's comfort or indulgence is more important than your health. Somebody doesn't want to leave their doggy at home, so then I get sick for a whole day. Thanks. Appreciate that. So upsetting. So I don't know. I think at some point I'm probably going to put out a more organized video about it. I just needed to kind of bleed this off a little bit so I can calm down, and then I'll put out a hopefully well-produced video about this, and hopefully you guys can help me have it go viral, and it's not even about being viral to improve my channel, because my channel content normally has nothing to do with this. But it's just but it's just a message that I really want to get out there, because not enough people think about those of us with allergies. And that needs to stop. And with that, y'all, my foot is killing me, and I'm cold and tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me, and if you haven't already, do subscribe, especially if you're catching me on the replay. And I will see you very soon. Thank you so much.